biggest obstacles or the biggest challenges in coming to your first training camp here?
Moving my stuff. It's football, you know what I mean? Schedule's a little different, but they do a good job taking care of our bodies, so really the logistics of getting my stuff over here is the most difficult part.
Last year you led the NFL in quarterback hits among defensive tackles. What do you feel like you still need to work on in your game?
I feel like most of my career just having a lot of pass rush production, just turning that into more sacks, you know? Just taking that next step.
How did you feel about the atmosphere today, first day of pads? How does that compare to first days that you've had in Dallas, elsewhere?
I feel like just in general as a lineman, everything feels a little bit more natural when you have pads on.
So you've been a Cowboy your whole career. You've had really tough battles with the Niners in the past. Did you have to sort of forget some of those rivalries and matchups against the Niners when you joined this team?
I mean, a little bit, but at the same time, I feel like that's just what happens when you come to a new team, you know? Your loyalty changes, and now anyone in a different jersey is the enemy, so that's how it is.
Were there specific Niners offensively that you always weren't happy to have to face off against?
I mean, it's definitely cool having Trent on my side now versus being on the other side, so it's cool to be able to pick his brain. I was actually, we had an off day yesterday. We're both cold tubbing and stuff. Got to chop it up with him a little bit, talk about some of the things that he's seen in his career, just get a little wisdom from him. So it's cool to have him as a resource now as opposed to having him as opponent.
Osa, you said turning quarterback hits into sacks. It sounds like that's something the whole defense could have applied, you know, in terms of improving in 2026. Have you guys talked about that? Ways to improve here into the season? Definitely.
That's something that I don't know if you guys have just talked to any of the other guys, but like when we came in at OTAs, Coach sat down with everybody in the room and individually and just went over things that everybody can improve on. So that's conversations that we've had with Coach individually, and everyone is sharpening themselves through camp and just working on these things and just the three get-betters that we've had since OTAs.
Your pedigree as a pass rusher in your career, in practice, a padded practice like today where you have one-on-ones, is that something that you particularly look forward to?
I like one-on-ones for sure. It kind of helps warm me up for the team periods. Obviously, the most game-like reps you get is the team period, but I feel like having one-on-ones is like a good prep and primer for the rushes that you're going to get during team, so I enjoy them.
I know it's very early on, but with Raheem Morris and kind of what he's trying to instill upon you, do you get a sense of how he's going to call a game?
A little bit. We had a move the ball period today, so got to kind of get a feel for how things are going to be called.
How would you describe kind of his philosophy that he's trying to impart on you guys?
I mean, I'm still learning that a little bit. I got to go review the tape, get a feel for it, but you know, I know he's trying to make it very simple, make sure we have good communication so we can play fast.
Can you describe the energy and sounds you hear of Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw behind you?
Oh man, Fred just, I feel like, has a menacing aura, him and Greenlaw for sure. So having them on the field behind me just adds just a little bit of confidence for sure, having two of the best linebackers in the league.
Were you at all surprised? They both took turns throwing people to the ground today.
Not at all.
They're teammates, but that still didn't surprise you.
I mean, obviously, talk about protect the team and stuff like that, but I just know when it comes to guys like that, they just have one speed, so it's definitely hard to – and obviously, smart stuff like that, I don't think anyone's getting hurt, but, it's football. They got one speed. The way they practice is the way they play, so you can't really argue with what they do and what they put on tape because it's very consistent. It doesn't change.
Puts a lot of emotion into coaching you guys. What are your takeaways from just working with him for a short amount of time?
I appreciate the intensity. He's very consistent. Don't think he's changed a day since I've been here. Been the same guy. So the way he's coaching is the way he's been coaching. And if he's getting on you, you probably deserve it.
As far as coming together as a defense, what have been sort of the coaching points that Raheem has impressed upon you guys?
I feel like just making sure we're on the same page, getting communication, stuff like that. The play style is the biggest thing. So if we are playing at the style that we need to, playing nasty defense, making sure we're going for the ball, stuff like that, running to the ball, bringing that energy, everything is going to come together from front to back.
A couple more, Vinny.
So we asked you about the earlier during the OTAs about the Cowboy game, and that seemed to be like a big game to you. How did you feel like you parted ways with them on bad terms, or do you just excited to go against them and kind of knock heads against them?
I mean, I love playing good teams in general. You know what I mean? I know that's one of the best offenses in the league, so just going into the games, not really any bad blood. Still got a lot of love for the guys, everyone on the team. No love lost at all, but it's a great team, and I'm a competitor, so just looking forward to it.
How's your chemistry been with Brock, and how's the adjustment been with him?
I'll say it's been pretty good so far. We've gotten a lot of work in the short amount of time that, we've been teammates, but it's been good. It's getting better every day.
People here would say this was hot today. Do you laugh at that and say?
I swear, Coach Hank said it was a hot day. I'm like, hell no. It's a perfect day. I'll take this day every day. Great weather.
Maybe this is a stupid question. I don't mean to you're an old man or anything, but I mean, at this point in your career, I mean, is it nice to get out of that humidity? I mean, is there anything to that of not, spending?
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely a bonus in being here. I didn't really think about it too much until I got out here during OTAs and I felt the weather, and it's a big difference. So it's a huge bonus for me to be here in this type of weather.
In that same vein, in the spring, George said that when he was kind of pitching you, one of the things that you lit up at was the lie flat seats on traveling. Was that something that actually? I mean, I know it's not the thing that's going to swing them, but was that something that was an issue for you? And how much
the plane situation wasn't like a big selling thing for me, but I'm excited for that. And when we travel, I'm sure that'll help our backs out and our legs for sure.
Tall guy, is that an issue for you?
I love the planes that lay back and you get to relax and sleep on them. I love those type of planes for sure.
Do you know, weather and travel aside, being with one team your whole career and now starting here, what is the biggest adjustment of coming to work?
Just getting to know everybody, honestly. In Tampa, I knew everybody in the front office, in the building, kitchen staff. I knew everybody, and now I like that environment at work, knowing everybody that I come in contact with. So just getting used to everybody and knowing their names and stuff like that.
It's a young room with a lot of young receivers. Are any of those young guys standing out to you?
I mean, Strib's he had a really good offseason at OTAs, and he's continued that during training camp. But all of them are really getting after it. I mean, this is a hungry group of guys. We look forward to showing that we're one of the best receiver rooms in the league.
You get a sense that a lot of the guys, not only in your room, but the guys you're going up against, the DBs, have wanted to talk to you and kind of get a sense for your tricks and just kind of.
Yeah, a lot of guys have been picking my brain on how my longevity, how I've been able to make plays consistently and things like that. And in turn, I asked the other guys, older guys, the same thing, like Trent, Juice, Kittle, all those guys that have been in the league a long time. What do they do to stay fresh and play so long?
You know Debo from before it all, and have you seen him in here? What does that mean to a team to bring him back?
Yeah, Debo's my guy. I've been knowing Debo met him at the Pro Bowl in 2021, I think 2022 or something like that, and we hit it off, man. We were hanging out all week. Really cool guy. I love the way he plays the game. I think he's going to bring what he brought before to the team, that energy, that versatility. Hell of a pickup for us.
Different team, but same outcome. Throw the ball up high, you go and get it.
Yeah.
Take us through that catch. And is that how much of that do you work on with new quarterbacks? Is it a timing thing, or is it hey?
I'm 6'5". I got ability, and I've done it throughout my career. But it's a thing you just talk to the quarterbacks about. Like when I'm covered, I'm still pretty open. If you throw the ball up with some air, and Brock threw a great ball. So I mean that's one of my biggest things in my game.
Finding it hard to overthrow you?
Nah, I mean Brock is super accurate. He's a super accurate quarterback. So he hasn't overthrown me yet. It happens, but I mean he's just super accurate.
Couple more.
Has anyone specifically like really bonded with you off the field so far since moving here?
It's a few guys. I mean, obviously Trent, but I've known Trent for so long now. D-Rob. D-Rob's cool. Me and him actually, we're close in age, played in the SEC. We have similar interests. So, and then Christian Kirk, I knew him since he was at A&M. So, but there's a lot of guys that I've gotten to know and get along with.
Mike, you talked about Brock's accuracy. What has stood out to you outside of his accuracy in these practices so far about his game that maybe you didn't know before you got here?
His attention to detail, his consistency, the way he comes to work, his first one on the field. He's super smart, and he's quiet, but he's a fun guy to be around. Like he likes talking about sports and life and movies and all those other things that I like. So that's been pretty cool.
Mike, when you say you're covered, you're open, obviously, people believe you because you're Mike Evans.
Yeah.
But, I mean, did it take a while? Like, were you saying that as a rookie? And people are like, no, that doesn't work?
Nah, when I was in college, I made a living off of, getting open, but, just Johnny Manziel. Me and him had a really great connection. He'll give me jump balls, and even when I'm covered, he'll throw it to me. And I've always used my frame. I think it comes from my basketball background. Like I love to box defenders out, and I love competing. So competing for the ball, that's number one in my mind. Well, winning is number one in my mind, but then if I'm covered, there's elite DBs in the league, so you got to be able to make contested grabs.
Thanks, Mike. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank y'all.